Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, because all of the majority of the mods that I am using for the Mech Warrior campaign are now broken. Because they released the new DLC update, which broke everything. Because of course it did. So, instead of that, we got this. Yep. I know all of you are so excited to watch a delayed stream already. Basically just gonna go do the usual shit. Alright, let's put on the playlist. Doing some emergency setup here because that's loud. That's loud. There we go. Anyway. Doing some very last minute thrown together shit because I didn't expect them to drop that update. I didn't think that update would get thrown out today. Thought it would be a bit longer before they did, but nope. Forgot that. Should have kept track of that more, but yeah. That's what I get for having such a modded playlist and also leaving automatic updates on for that game. I knew there was a new DLC coming out. I should have turned off automatic updates. But I didn't. And so here we are. Back here, once again, in this weird alternative 1943. Where, what were we doing? We're rebuilding the Navy. Currently doing a refit program of basically every ship in the Navy. I think. Did we finish the refit program? See, the Absol and Alina and Deltas were all given new variants. The Absol and the Delta also got, the Alina also got a refit. And the Dragon. Looks like the Dragon's the only one I actually went and deleted the previous version of. Oh wait, no, there it is. So yeah, last time we developed the line of, where are they? The chips. The chip Litis, the chip Hevis, the chip Bekele, and the chip Patila. Basically, a line of cheap ships I can sell to other countries that won't take up too much tonnage in my shipbuilding capacity. And we're gonna have to go to war with France soon if we're gonna gain some territory. I wanted to get these new ships done first, but the pudding is gonna take 22 months. And a lot of the newer ships are gonna honestly take just as long. So now it's time to start divvying out ships. Alright, where are some of our biggest ports? Alright, Messina is a pretty big port, so we're going to send the Dacron along with the Birch, the Absol, the Budapest, the Elizabeth, the Kreuzberg, The Aurora, the Bosna, the Dragon, the Gamma. 2 Pelion, 3 Pelions, 4 Pelions. 4 Trents. And a couple of Trolls. It's not a lot of ships, but it is quite a few. Back over to Pula. Where's the next biggest port I want to send people to? There's a shit ton of tonnage in these 2 ports. Jesus. We'll send the James Garot, the Kaiser Max, the Dorbin, Fedrix, Lebelin, the Slasberg, the Magnet, Selfin, Zenta, the Tolan, 4 Pelions, 4 Trents, and 4 Trolls. And then let's see, which one of you is a bigger port? Oh, you actually have a battlecruiser station there. We'll send the next group to Suda. The Vrax, the Dondu, Hagelin, the Innsbruck, the George, the Poland, Bolton, Dagger, Tehran, Ulmans, Kostin. 1, 2, 3, 4 Pelions. 1, 2, 3, 4 Trents. 1, 2, 3, 4 Trolls. Alright, I have the Phoenix stationed here, so we're going to send you over here to Obla to join up with whatever's here. The Masgari. And the rest of these ships are going to head down to Tobruk. Actually, no, they're going to... Actually, yeah, they're going to head down to Tobruk. Be stationed out of there. This battlecruiser is actually going to go down to Tobruk, along with the one currently stationed in Obla. Yeah, that should do us over for a bit. Well, it looks like the United States is planning a naval invasion of Rome. That's not good. Sure, Spain. Sorry, Denmark, you can't buy these. The Netherlands, you can definitely buy this. Arabia wants one too. Sure. Fine. Yeah, the United States is planning a naval invasion, but they need a shit ton of tonnage. Which they could definitely field. Oh, they took these islands too. Damn it. Alright, where's the squadron I assigned up here? Alright, you guys are going to start going in over here and harassing the French. And start pissing them off. Oh wait, you guys are overloading that port. Where can I put you that's got better storage for a fleet of your size? I'll move you guys up here. You guys are over-tonnaging your port, too. Oh, well, you guys are going to go out and harass the French. Or even is the rest of the French. Oh, there's some of them down here. I guess I'll keep the rest of the fleets on standby. We have so much money from selling so many ships early on that, Hello, Lynn. Welcome on in. I know this isn't Mech Warrior like I said I was gonna do, but, blame the fact they released an update and I forgot to turn off auto updates. And I'm too lazy to move it back a version. Because I already went and updated one of the mods that had already been updated for the new update. Yeah. Gotta wait until they, till all those get patched. Which is a bit annoying, but... oh well. Gives some dramatic tension for when it returns. Yeah, don't know what I'm gonna use to fill in the space of Mech Warrior until then. I'll definitely have to come up with something. Because now I'm missing an entire game from my stream collection here. And it's not done yet. So I'll have to find something else to entertain the masses with. Even though the masses didn't really give much of a shit for Mech Warrior to begin with. Ugh. Yeah, today's stream's going to be a bit shorter because of the fact of how long I spent trying to troubleshoot to see if I could just get it to work. Which, it didn't. I tried. I gave it my best effort, but some of the mods that are basic requirements for what I need in order to keep the save functional is causing problems. Until those are corrected, there's jack shit I can do about it. War has erupted between Britain and the United States. What's my relations with France? One of the few times that my relations aren't in the shitter with them. Are they able to fill out that tonnage? No. I would like to steal this. Rome will be mine. Oh, Jesus, there's only like 3,000 troops there. Yeah, if I invaded there, I'd be able to take it real quick. It's not that hard. There aren't that many guys there. There aren't all that many guys sitting there on that bit of territory. Hello, Akira. How are you? Where'd that unrest of 1.3 come? Oh, we failed at fucking with the French politics, didn't we? Alright. Hope you feel better soon, Lynn. I'm doing okay, just struggling to think of what I'm gonna fucking stream tomorrow because Mech Warrior is out of commission until the mods get updated. So without that, there's no Mech Warrior for a while, which was one of the 4 games I had set up for streaming this week. Loading times in this game. Sometimes they're quick, sometimes it's suddenly a decade later. Sorry guys, we ain't selling those ones. Let's try not to piss off the United States. Because unlike me, they have the ability to bitch slap. Okay, good. These guys aren't overloading their port there. Yeah, I'll probably end up moving these guys to somewhere. Somewhere with slightly more port capacity than 205. Where do we have a place that's more port capacity than 205? Cataro. And our home one of Pula, which holds the Jack Solo. Which we've managed to get up to 27 knots. Almost the speed at which we have all of our other heavy cruisers. It's getting there. One of these days. I don't know how we're pissing off the Germans. Oh wait, it's because we're also in the... They also have territory in the Mediterranean. Quite a lot of it, actually. Come on, France, I'm here to fight you. Come on. Put them up. Put them up, France. The thing is, if I do, well, I am going to do a war with the French, but one of the things we'll need to do is that the war will need to be over by at least 1946, because a lot of the other we have an entire generation of ships that need to be refitted in 1946. Because their last refit design was 1937, but we only just implemented those refits. Which means those designs won't be too advanced for long. And then there's also ships that were designed during the 1930s that will need their first generation of refits. Hopefully this doesn't turn into a almost forever war like the one with the Italians was. That one was not fun. And again, our plan is to gain control over the entirety of the Mediterranean, so we'll have to pick our battles here and there with whoever we think is the next easiest target, which at the current moment is France. France is definitely the next easiest target for us to go after. They only control, like, Rome and Tunisia. They don't even own any of their homeland anymore. It's all gone. Germany ate it. So they just no longer exist. Fine, United States, here, have money. How goes construction? 3 more months on some of these, on these last two, well, 3 more months on one of these last 2 Birch-class, battle cruisers for other people. We're 50% of the way done the pudding. Alright, I have to put these guys in a port. Well, might as well throw you guys in Pula. That seems to be where I'm just storing everything. Everything that gets built is just basically sent there to be distributed later. Yeah, we have all the fleets spread out a bit now. So there's warships of varying squadrons. Yeah, the United States only has 6 destroyers. They have a 1% chance to succeed. But France also doesn't have much, if any, actual forces to defend central Italy. So, whether or not we actually are able to gain Rome from France, or if we'll have to get it from the United States, is an entirely other question. from the looks of it, the United States will end up killing all the French people defending Rome before that invasion is considered a failure. Because they only had like 3,000 to begin with, and already 1,000 of the French people defending it are dead. They have ships in those ports. I'm surprised they're not sending them out to scare off those destroyers. They must be mothballed ships, because I don't think France has anything active of that caliber. Like, France could easily defend itself here with what's in those ports. It's only 6 destroyers. I'm more than sure that 6, even if they're like these can't possibly be modern American destroyers. They would have had, actually, when you build ships, you can deploy them out of any port, so it's not like they couldn't possibly have gotten here from the United States so fast, but, yeah, it's only 6 of them, even if they were modern ones. Against a battleship, battlecruiser, and a heavy cruiser, they wouldn't stand much of a chance. Potentially. I don't know what the United States destroyers look like. I haven't fought them yet. Still building up new ships to challenge the might of the United States Navy. Because they have over 300 ships, whereas we only have 130. And while we only need a small navy to keep control of the Mediterranean, we still need a large enough navy to deal with shit. Sorry guys, ain't selling anything more at the moment. God damn you, bastard. I'm trying to ruin relations with you, not strengthen. The one time we're actually, like, trying to go to war. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of ships I can put under refit during the war with the French, because there ain't much French going on here in the Mediterranean. There's only Tunisia and Rome left. Algeria got taken by Italy, and then I took that from Italy, so... And now that the United States is at war with Britain, they might end up backing off of the French for the time being. Which will give me an open opportunity to engage the French. May even take a few French colonies while I'm at it. More just to have more ports. And areas to draw attention from the Americans. Or just to find oil. Because we only have one source of oil. I'd like more than one source of oil. No sources of oil spawned in our territory, by the way. So that is annoying. So we've had to go and acquire it from the Italians. And I'm not sure any of our allies have oil. You'd think Saudi Arabia would have oil, but it does not. At least last I checked. The only reason I need more ships is because of the fact that we're gonna encounter ports like Italy, where it's like, oh, you need like 1 million tonnage in order to deal with this. We don't have 1 million tonnage. We have quite a bit of tonnage, but not 1 million. I should probably deploy the submarines too, just to harass the French further. Because we do want to... Our goal is to piss off the French now. We want to start something with you, France, because declaring war was removed as an easy option. Because originally, in the original version of the game, in order to go to war, you basically just had to have bad relations, and then you could just click declare war. Now it's you gotta have real bad relations in order to go to fucking war with the fucking bastards. Yeah, they don't even give you a fucking button for it. Improve relations with the Germans. I'd like not to end up in a war with the Germans. They're one of the few I'd rather not end up in a war with. Why? Because I'd rather not end up in a land war, because Germany is one of the few that's like the biggest on my fucking border. So they will be the worst of the worst to have to go up against. Yeah, see, the trolls were designed in 1936, so by 1946 they'll be fairly out of date. Yeah. Jaxel is one of the oldest, being 1920. And also being stolen. We stole it. No shame. We stole it from the fucking Italians. So we just keep it. It's nice to have around, you know. It does shit. Oh, where's my other one at? Maneuver warfare? Yeah, that's about finished, so I'm not going to bother keeping him on that. Try to finish up explosives a bit faster. Now got 6 more destroyers in development. Because we need as many destroyers as we can get. Because they are going to die. No offense to destroyer captains and crews, but boy, are you guys fucked. Especially if you serve in the Austro-Hungarian Navy under my command. You guys are basically just scouting cannon fodder. And also the, oh shit, it's running away, but it's still able to shoot us, and it's doing damage. So, gotta get in close for that torpedo assault sort of problem. That's basically what our destroyers serve the role of. They also screen for enemy destroyers, but that's smaller issues that they deal with. Yeah, the Trent, the Truel is a combination of the Trent and the Pelion class. The Truel is basically both a torpedo destroyer and an anti-destroyer destroyer. It's got more than enough firepower to deal with a fellow destroyer, along with a shitload of torpedo tubes. And more than enough ammo to just flood an ocean with torpedoes. I forget if our monthly balance goes down when fucking constructing ships or not. Or if it's just when our ships are... Well, I know our costs for monthly balance go down when we're currently having ships out being active. Because when ships are out being active, we're spending money on additional fuel. Ugh. Sorry guys, again, I can't sell you anything. Again, just working to increase tension with the fucking French. Yeah. There isn't gonna be much French left in the world after what's going on here. Let's see, what's going on with some of these internal French colonies? Oh. They're just basically owned by the United States now. Or Germany. One of the two. France owns shit. In fact, I'm not even sure how... Other than Tunisia, Rome, and this set of islands down here. Where else is France? They just lost Cambodia. They still own Laos, but it's basically cut off. They own all this down here. I'm guessing they probably own something out in the Pacific, probably. You got the Netherlands basically owning all but this island of Indonesia, because that island revolted. Did they not keep any of the ships? Oh no, they do actually keep quite a few of the ships. I've sold them over here. Makes sense considering their homeland basically no longer exists, and the only asset they have over here is the Antilles, which it looks like they removed all of their naval assets from. Anyway, we got French island here. French island there. French island all the way over there, which appears to house quite a bit of their navy. Whatever's left of it. Any more French? Nope. There isn't really much French left in the world. The French are going extinct. And I am partially going to be helping along with that endeavor. Oh, yeah. Building ships does cost money. More than just the initial cost of, you know, building the ship. More than the initial investment. I actually have to pay for the dry dock space to put the boats. And probably also pay for the fact that I'm over shipbuilding capacity. Well, the United States and Britain are actually clashing, but engaging so with fairly similar ship numbers. How many people is the United States like at war with? Because if they're at war with a lot of people, they're going to be struggling, even with their large-ass navy, to actually deal with shit. Sorry guys, I can't sell you shit. I'm currently building shit. Oh, the Ottomans are uprising against the Bulgarians again. I wish the war with Russia had gone well, because then I could have taken southern Russia and gotten access to that oil as well. But no, we lost Georgia, and then Georgia got taken by the fucking Japanese. Oh, there's still a bit of Turkey alive down in Lebanon. They don't even own any of their homeland. I don't think. Eastern Turkey is just ungoverned. Become ungovernable. Oh, Persia is also ungovernable. Apparently, the governments in those regions have just given up on existing and have fallen to anarchy. I don't blame them, but still. Complete and total anarchy. Oh, the right-wing party has won again. Oh, we're up to modern armor 2 now. Yeah, we can afford to sell you guys a battlecruiser. We can't afford to sell you guys a battleship, though. Sorry, guys, no on the battleship. I probably should help Poland out a bit more because their navy is kind of small. I have built up Ukraine's navy quite a bit, though. They have 3 battle cruisers, 1 heavy cruiser, 2 light cruisers, and 13 destroyers. They used to have a battleship, but they scrapped it a while back. Arabia has quite a few naval ships purchased from me. Yeah, right now we're just gonna try to get the current line of vessels finished in a reasonable amount of time. Might try up refitting the Jack Solo once a couple of our researches are done. I'll just take the official protest. Guys, you can't buy those. They're too expensive. What did I just say? Sorry, guys. Shipyard is currently being reserved. Oh, some more of the ships we had under construction for other people just finished. We are basically outfitting all these small nations that have basically gotten the shit kicked out of them with fairly modern shit. Like, they shouldn't do too bad, I would think. At the very least, it's stuff that if they join us in one of our wars against someone, will actually be able to support us. Though, to be fair, our allies kind of stopped providing much support as the war with the Italians sort of ground down to just me slapping the Italians. Once they were out of the Greek territories, they were basically, my allies were basically like, yep, good luck, guy. We're just gonna hang out in our own ports. So yeah, when it comes down to the random allies, they're useful if you're fighting in territories where they're at. If they're not in territories that you're at, they do not deploy their navy. Unless it's to fight off a naval invasion. Then they'll deploy their navy. But other than that, they do not really usually deploy their naval assets. Cyprus wants a cheap Bacali. Korean would like a Birch-class battlecruiser. Unfortunately, that's too heavy for us to sell. Birch-class battlecruisers are no longer something on the options for you to purchase. Please look at the catalog. Please look at the catalog of shit that you can actually purchase. Yeah, these ships are a lot faster to build. And don't take up nearly as much tonnage. And we have quite a few of them under construction for other countries. Yeah, we're going to have some more space opening up here in a bit, because one of the cheap battalias, in fact, one of the first cheap battalias, is going to be finished up soon. And sent off to go serve in the Polish Navy. Let's see. Armor forging still being worked on. Control station being worked on. Naval communications. Oh, yep, there we go. A lot more slots just opened up now for further constructions. I want to try and push our shipbuilding capacity up to a million tonnage. So that way then I can always have 500,000 tonnage reserved for building my own shit, and then the other 500,000 tonnage being reserved for selling shit. Ukraine would like a Chipakeli class battlecruiser. Sure thing. We have the room for it. Let's see. The French are getting close to war, so I don't need to piss... Well, actually, I'd rather just piss them off to speed things along here. I'm gonna build a few extra submarines. Just to get them out the door. Because submarines will definitely be a major advantage if we can field a lot of them. Because they can basically go anywhere and fuck with a nation's entire naval force without doing much else. Well, the United States is launching another naval invasion of Rome here, which I'm not too appreciative of. I'd prefer if they continue to go and focus on the British. Which I'm assuming the British Navy is not having a fun time, because last I checked they had only 70 warships, whereas the Americans have over 300. Which again, ain't good for the British, because the AI doesn't know what to do with that many warships to fight against. And the AI usually distributes their ships fairly small and light if they have a large area to cover and only a small number of ships. We saw that with the Italians, where they were just basically sending out a battleship every now and then just to go and try and defend convoys and shit. Many Italian battleships ended up at the bottom of the sea because of it. I wanted to capture one of them, because I thought one of their ship designs looked really cool. And I wanted to capture it for my own use, but none of those survived to the point where the Italians finally surrendered. I'm not even sure the Italians have even bothered to build new shit since then. I think what we did to them broke the Italians. Just straight up broke them. Ugh. Man, all these other guys are discarding designs that they made in 1938, and it's only 1944. Those designs only saw service of 6 years. 5 if you look at the Worcester. Oh, who took control of Persia? Oh, Britain took control of Persia. Hello, Sniffums, how are you? Let's see, how's the research going? Move this over to acoustics. Move you over to big guns. Let's get a bunch of stuff done at the same time. Oh, that's some more ships done. God damn it. Uh... I wanted a war with the French, not a shit ton of money. I mean, I'll take the shit ton of money, but still, that wasn't the plan. Denmark wants 3 destroyers. Sure. No. Definitely not. Also definitely not. Oh. Egypt has, liberated itself from the British. Good on you, Egypt. Too bad I might be planning an invasion of you later for your oil. Oh yeah, I forgot. The Spanish took Ireland. When did Scotland get independent? Damn, Britain's not in a great state. Yeah, the United States is up to 326, and the British are down to 26. Yeah. How's the research division doing? Alright, anyway. Over to our boy. Our stolen boy. The Jack Solo. Immediately going in for another refit. Because now we have Modern Armor 2, which is even lighter. Which means, can we push this up to 30? No, we cannot. Can we at least get 28 out of it? We can get 28. Engine efficiency is still shit. What's this? Big Funnel 1. Oh. That helped the engine efficiency a little bit. Not by much. Nope, can't increase the torpedo belt. Increase that to a nose fuse. Gen 2 radar? Gen 3 radar. Nope. Gen 2 radar it is. Yeah, this ship just gets weirder and weirder. Alright, leave those the way they are. Let's see, this is the Advanced Foredeck Tower 1. We do not have room for the Advanced Foredeck Tower 2. What about the rear tower? This is rear tower 3. Nope, not enough room. Alright. Well, getting it up to 28 knots is honestly an achievement. Can we increase the bulkheads? Nope. The boy got another refit. This time now with slightly more engine efficiency, even if he's not great on engine efficiency, though to be fair, he was never meant to be. Get the refit underway. This poor boy just keeps getting redesigned. Like, he wasn't even like this configuration for more than like a year. Yeah, we are starting to come up on the 1946, where I plan to do another refit of the ships that were refitted in 1934. But to be fair, I probably should refit them now, considering I'm now waiting on the fucking war with France again. That will have to wait until we're done building shit, because we're using a bunch of our shipyards at the moment to construct our own shit along with shit for other people. Yeah. The problem with this game is the fact that instead of giving you an option to just go straight to war, it's be like, oh, we gotta threaten them. We gotta threaten them to declaring war. Fine, Japan, have some fucking money. No, you can't have a Phoenix-class battlecruiser, and you can't have a Maverick. You can't have a Kaiser Franz Joseph. Let's see. 2 more months until the trolls are done. Putting is almost done in 9 months. Yeah. Current lineup of oh right, these are all suspended because we ran out of room for shit to develop. I forgot about that. I probably should have remembered that, but I forgot about it. I suspended all those programs there because we didn't have enough space to finish those and the refits. Right. Forgot about that part. Gotta resist the urge to sell shit, so that way then I can start putting those back on the production line. I mean, they'll definitely be back on the production line once the pudding's done, because the pudding is definitely eating up a lot of our current production tonnage. Being the biggest battleship we've ever designed. And it being basically a super battleship. Yeah. I still don't know if I'm going to build a couple of the chips for myself, because they are fairly cheap designs. I might, for the chip classes, I might just use them as replacements. Basically, if we lose ships during a war, I'm not going to build a replacement of one of our modern advanced designs. I'm going to use the chips as basically substitutive stand-ins, because they'll be easier to get off the production line into the front lines. Britain is desperately trying to put together a navy to fight the Americans after having lost basically the entirety of their navy a second time. Because unlike a lot of the other powers, the United States gets to kind of just sit over in America with no real powers to challenge it. Sure. Actually, Canada starts as an independent power, I think. I think Britain does have a few holdings over there, but for the most part, unlike the European powers who are constantly deploying their navies out and pissing each other off, the United States is basically over in a corner just doing shit. Doing jack shit is what they're doing. We're almost done upgrading the shipyard size capacity again. Move you over to rangefinders. There we go, a bunch of tonnage just got freed up. In the dry docks, as the Troll-class destroyers are now done being produced. That I had in production for myself. Honestly, we do need to continue to grow the economy. I invested into the people. Sorry guys, I can't sell you the Maverick. It's not for sale. Ship design. Let's fleet. Let's get a couple of these suspended contracts back on track. Let's get work on another expansion to our shipyards. As we're now actually constructing all of these ships in the lineup. Rather than just a small handful of them. Sure, actually, I'd rather not end up in a war with the United States. Sure, you guys can have 2 cheap class heavy cruisers. Well, Britain has taken Iraq. There's no oil to be found there. So good luck to them in whatever endeavors they commit to for that. Currently commissioning the new ships along with refitting the Jack Solo. Making it finally have 28 knots. So now it can actually keep up with the rest of the Navy. Crew pool of 157. Alright, well, France isn't at war with anyone. They're about to end up in a war with Italy. And Italy has given up on shipbuilding. They don't even have their crew pool growing anymore. They still make money. They still have logistics. I guess it's because they don't have any home state population left. And that's why they're not building anything. Navy power rating 1%. What is this 1% you speak of? There's nothing left. I mean, they have 7 heavy cruisers in storage, 2 battleships, 2 battlecruisers, and 5 heavy cruisers in storage down here. So if they really wanted to, they could unmothball that. But the AI, as far as I can tell, is very much not doing shit. Oh. Apparently the ground army has decided they're gonna go and invade the fucking Macedonia. Okay. That wasn't expecting that. That's not the conflict or war I was planning for, but you know, you do you guys. You guys know what you're doing, probably. Yeah. Basically, Italy is no longer Italy. They don't own shit. I don't even know what, like, population is left that's considered French home territory other than their starting colonies. And even then, I don't know what of those colonies would be considered home territory. I know they've barely managed to survive the fucking Americans twice now. I don't even know how they're in a war with the Americans when they won't even let me in a war with them. I want to go to war with the French, but the government is like, no, we gotta make them pay for shit. It's like, dude, we can beat them. I just want the territory. I don't give a shit. We're just gonna apologize and give them money. Oh, great. War has erupted between the British and the Germans. Yep, should have seen that coming. Let's see. They have no army force. There's literally nobody there. If you guys don't win this, I'm gonna be more than disappointed at the ground army's ability to lose. Yeah, just gonna keep sitting here and basically pissing off the French. Because we want to go to war with the French. That's what our plan was. 1946. This war was supposed to be started for 2 years ago, and the plan was to end it by 1946. It's 1944. We're 2 years late. Still another 2 years in order to finish it. No, I'm not threatening the fucking British yet. Fine, United States. Have more money. Radar technology has evolved. Denmark would like a cheap, heaviest class. Guys, there's no one there. Just move in. Fucking idiots. I don't know how the ground army is somehow losing this. This doesn't make any sense. Shouldn't be physically possible. There's no one there to fight them. And they're like, oh, nope, we're losing. We're losing, sir. We can't advance. There's no one there to shoot at. Gotta give them time to get some guns. My disappointment in the ground army's functionality is immeasurable. Still not advancing, by the way. It's 45. Everybody give it up for 45. Sure, Poland, you can have some. I now have a shit ton of submarines. I should probably build more submarines. I do have... Well, I do have a lot of them at this point. I also do have some kind of shitty ones. Just laying around from previous war. I still have some from fucking 1920. Damn. Fucking old. There's some old-ass submarines, but, we're up to 42. How many do other countries have? How many does the United States have? 18. 21, 16, 15, 4, 12, 4. Okay, so basically nobody but me has invested heavily into fucking submarines. I am the only one that has gone a bit overboard, apparently. I'd like to go to war with the French, please. That is something I would like to do. A war with the French would be very much appreciated. We're not creating an alliance with the Spanish. The Germans don't even own the German Reich. Might be no, the Germans don't even own the Suez Canal, do they? Make an official protest. No, you guys can't have that. Oh. China is actively invading the Suez Canal. Oh, Canada and the Germans are allies. Did not see that coming. Yeah, we are building up another fleet here very slowly. Guys, seriously, come on. There's nobody there. There's nobody there. There's nobody there. That is such a disappointment. Are they just gonna be stuck like that forever now because there's no enemies for them to shoot at? So they're just gonna be like, fuck it. Just gonna poke with a stick. Are they just doing this so that way then the Americans are actually invading more of Spain from Portugal. And of course they're invading the bit with oil. How's Denmark wants some destroyers? Sure thing, buddy. You want some heavy cruisers? Sure thing, buddy. Definitely not those. Definitely not a birch. How's this going? Not well. That does not look like a well thought out invasion. Just like whatever the fuck's going on over here. Oh, hey, the pudding's done. Why is it considered mothballed? Why? Excuse me? This thing just got finished and you're telling me it's considered mothballed? What the fuck? It says status mothballed. Just spent all of this fucking time putting this thing together and you're telling me you're gonna immediately just throw it in the mothball bin. Why? Other than all of these defects. We've had ships with defects before. I don't know why the fuck apparently it's decided to throw it in the fucking mothball bin. Who in the fucking government decided that that was what they were gonna do? Who decided to fuck over my fucking battleship program? We just spent all this time building it, and you're telling me you've instantly thrown it into the mothball bin. Why the fuck is it in the mothball bin? Fucking... Are we out of, fucking people to put in boats? Is that why? Do we just not have enough people to put in the boat? Have I used up all of our boat people? You know something I've never thought about? When we build ships for other countries, does it use our own crew pool to fill out those ship orders? I mean, I wouldn't think so, because we don't need to put our own people on those boats. They're going to be putting their own people on those boats, but at the same time, the developers of this game are kind of weird in how they do things and don't entirely think shit through. It's entirely possible that when building those ships for other countries, I've been burning my crew pool a lot more than I thought I was. I won't be able to check it until the game's done loading. I don't even know how many people are needed to fucking staff that. I will do that because that'll increase my budget without destroying the GPT. Advanced naval shells. You can have a battleship. You can have a battle cruiser. All right, let's look. How many people? I have 2,372. That should be more than enough to get this thing moving. Why is it mothballed? I can't even, like... What the fuck's up with it? Like, why do I have this fucking paperweight? It's not overweight. I can see that it's underweight. It's quite a lot underweight. I get that it weighs more than a regular one because of defects, but still, that shouldn't be enough to prevent it from being functional. Ugh. Fuck me. I don't know why we can't get it out on the field. Unless they're just... How many people are needed to actually staff this thing? $2,896. Yeah, that's why. We don't have enough people to actually staff it. We only gain a very small amount of people. Fucking hell. So we went through all of that just to have a ship we can't even use. Unless I go and mothball some other ships. We're not gonna do that. Because I'd rather have more ships than just mothball one ship so I can get another ship out. Like, the Pudding class is a very big ship. Hooray! War with the fucking French. We did it, everybody. War with the fucking French is back on the menu. We're gonna take Tunisia first. We need, like, 200. Yeah, that should be more than enough tonnage, I think. But I do have a fleet here I will also dispatch to go and basically be a bitch. Yeah, the French no longer have a functional navy, so it's basically just going to be sitting outside their ports and committing naval invasions because they don't have any other thing to do. I'd rather not end up in a war with the Soviet Union, and I'd rather just pay off the fucking Japanese. Transports. Goodbye. Arabia, you can't have a Birch-class battle cruiser. I'm sorry, guys, but we ain't selling those. Yeah. Gonna start moving in the naval vessels that'll be needed to take fucking roam with. Because we're going to need a lot of boats. Where else do I have naval squadrons stationed? I have a few. I have more ships. Where are they? Not stationed anywhere over there. Alright, most of the ships are currently on deployment here. Now that we're at war, can you guys actually fucking do something? No, you somehow managed to lose men? Good job. I don't know how you managed to make men disappear, but you did it. The fucking ground army. They're never around when you need them, and then when they are around, they're just there to basically claim glory for themselves. No. Fine, Germany, have some money. And there goes a bunch of the French shipping. Sorry guys, Phoenix-class battle cruisers are not available for purchase. Please tell me we're drafting more people. We have now suddenly burned through our entire crew pool. Where the fuck did it all go? Oh, they finally got enough people to put it together, to get together on the pudding. That is... We're definitely not building another one of these. That is a shit ton of crew required. At the very least, it's 4 months to get it commissioned, so... At the very least, its naval squadron will be ready soon. We're up to Mark III 19-inch guns, which is good. I'd rather have better... I'd rather get up to 20 inches, but... no Phoenix class. Only chip. Yeah, this naval invasion's going well. I might as well start up the other naval invasion. It's not gonna go as well, but we can get it started at the very least. And of course, unlike with the Americans, my ships are out of position because, unlike theirs, gotta reposition my navy. Did we take that? No, we lost. We lost to some fucking trees and mountains. Didn't even see the enemy. Just fucking lost to them. Oh wait, no, they are within range. Okay, I'm not gonna move them around then. How long until the pudding's commissioned? A while. A fucking while. Any other naval squadrons available? I don't think so. I think those guys in Pula are the only other naval squadron that I have at the moment. Yeah, they are. Chances of success, 9%. However, there aren't many French people left defending this, so, yeah. How much tonnage do these guys have? Yeah, they have more than enough. I'm gonna resend you guys over here. So then you can support the naval invasion. I'd rather have a higher score on that than a naval invasion that I already have more than enough tonnage for. Oh, thank you for the stretch, Sniffums. Oh, hey, the British actually took back Malta. Never noticed. Good for them, Britain. You did it! You regained some territory from the Americans. You're a big naval power now. How you did it with only 26 ships, I don't know. But you did it anyway, and that's what matters. Now, if only they would take back some more American territory in the Mediterranean, so then I don't have to bother with fighting them later. Iceland? When did Iceland get taken over by the fucking Soviet Union? No. I feel like this happened at some point, and I'm more than sure I've mentioned it before, but yeah. I am working to expand my my collection of allies as navies, so hopefully they'll be able to actually at someday reclaim their homelands from these other empires. How's the naval invasion now? Well, it's at 14%. This is a battle I wish the ground army would bother with. They have this province surrounded. They have more than enough troops to do this. They just don't want to. They never want to do shit unless I'm, like, explicitly ordering them to. Oh, Tunisia is going to be under our control now. No, we're not threatening the Soviet Union. No, we're navally invading Rome, and I want that. I want that shit. Sorry, Brazil, you can't have a Birch-class battlecruiser. Should have ordered it back when we were actually selling those. Pick from the chip selection. Oh, we have Tunisia now, which is more ports. More ports on the high seas. Are these done being commissioned yet? Uh, 2 months. I don't feel like waiting. We'll get most of you guys dispatched out. Oh, great. Now the ground army decides to launch an actual invasion. Now that they see I'm committing even more assets to the region. They're like, you know what? I think this be a great time for us to go in and steal the glory after failing to fight trees and mountains in fucking Montenegro. I mean, not Montenegro, Macedonia. Sink some transports. You can have some destroyers. You can have some destroyers. What the fuck? Oh, the Soviet Union is trying to invade Ukraine and take over Crimea. I don't think they have the ships in the region to actually be able to do that. They're definitely probably going to be able to move ships into the region to do it. The Soviet Union is one of the existing navies in the world, I think. Where are they on the list? Okay, never mind. They are one of the non-existing navies in the world. In fact, I don't think they even have enough ships to fight what the Ukrainians have that I've sold them. And I've sold them a lot. They have 3 battle cruisers, 3 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, and 11 destroyers with more ships well on the way. Yeah, if they lose against 790 French people, I'm going to be disappointed. Oh, hey, we have enough tonnage. Yeah, we might go claim that random French island down in the south that we saw earlier. No reason other than more ports. And more people to bring into the Navy. And because I'm pretty sure that the French may not accept a surrender with how things are going. Yeah, we now have our strongest battleship ever designed active now. Of course, we've also blown through the entirety of our reserve crew pool. Because, we needed more men to man it. Because it's a giant-ass boat. It's a big fuck-off boat. No. Yeah, we're definitely not building another pudding-class battleship. That is a one-off design. We built one, and that's it. How many French people are left? Not many. Let's see. Ship design. Battle cruiser. Oh yeah, we designed the Phoenix class battle cruiser as the next generation battle cruiser. How many of these have I built? I don't entirely remember. I'm building 2 of them now. Over to Pula you go. That's going to take up a lot of shipbuilding capacity. But at the same time, we're going to gain quite a bit of it once we take Central Italy. Because once Central Italy is ours, we'll have access to their ports there, and those ports are capital grade ports, which should give us quite a bit of shipbuilding capacity once they're ours. I'd rather not start a war with the British. I mean, the British still have a navy, so at the very least it's something to fight, but still, I'd rather not fight the British at this time. I don't want to get caught in a 2-front war. What's that? Heavy cruisers, light cruisers, destroyers. 1 heavy cruiser. I still don't think that's going to be enough tonnage. Oh, they do have a battle cruiser inbound, though. Ukraine, you have to deploy your navy. You have to defend yourself. You can easily beat this ship, and then beat the next group coming in, and then beat the last ship that's coming in. You can do it. They have more ships on the way. You need to fight them as they trickle in. You can't just sit there. There's a transport sunk. And now the Soviets are launching an offensive against Poland. Yeah, I don't think Poland's gonna last much longer. I do not have high hopes for the Polish. I have only recently started funding their navy, which, a lot of those ships are gonna end up in the hands of the Soviets. I'm more than sure the Ukrainians will be able to defend themselves here, but, yeah, that's a land-based operation. That's not gonna go well. You guys are calling in additional support. You're telling me we still haven't fucking taken this. How is it that 480 French people are still holding on to this? They're fucking in the mountain trees. They're in the mountain trees again. Yeah, we may have to go to war with the Soviets just to defend Ukraine. Because, I don't want them taking Ukraine. I've invested a lot of naval assets into Ukraine. I'd rather them not take that. Because if they take Ukraine, they'll take those naval assets. And then they'll have a shitload of additional naval assets. At least with Poland, most of those naval assets are American-built. So, I'm not losing much out on that. But with the Ukrainians, those guys have a lot of my ships that I've built for them. Of course, negotiations have failed. Alright, are we at war with the Soviets? Yep, we're at war with the Soviets. Well, we managed to take Rome, so, yep. Immediately dispatching every naval asset we got to positions to fuck with the Soviets. We're gonna trap them in the Med. Nobody gets in or out without our permission. The Med is our turf. And if this helps out Ukraine, you know, the bonus points. We've dispatched every single battle group. Everybody is on the move. We are at war once again with the Russian menace, and this time they will not win. Well, this is the first time we've fought a Russian ship since the 1920s, so, this should be interesting. Now, is this poor Russian ship outnumbered, outgunned, and basically going to be fucked? Oh yeah, wholeheartedly. She is, she's going up against the Valacs, one of our most modern ships. You form up in the battle line. The rest of you just continue screen operations. There they are. What do we got? 14-inch? We got 14s and 9.2s. This should be interesting. Jesus fucking Christ, they're breaking the turrets just to fire those things. These turret caps were not designed for this sort of a firing angle. We are basically shooting these shells into space to hit that target. 9.2s are just barely out of range. However, at the very least, he's running away, so he's not really coming into range to actually deal with any of our shit. I forgot the Absols use a 9-inch gun, whereas our early battle cruisers use a 9.2. I'm gonna have to standardize around one of these two size calibers, because I like to do that lore-wise. Oh shit, you took a hit. You smoke up. Also, all of you, I'd rather you not try to torpedo your friends. So, don't torpedo unless you genuinely think you can hit the target. Oh, there's already a shit ton of torpedoes in the water. Probably should have thought of that, but bastard. Yeah, this poor guy didn't think about what would happen if he got closer. As now, not only is the Drax class battleship I think this is the Valac class battle cruiser is now in range with all its 9.2s. And it has a lot of those. And against a heavy cruiser, yeah, that's a scary number of guns. Well, that's the first Russian ship sunk. She is gone. Sure, Ukraine. Gotta fund you with more ships somehow. I mean, I guess... I mean, I already have to assign a ship over here anyways. Oh. I don't know when Lebanon went from Ottoman to Chinese control, and then Palestine went from British to Ottoman Empire control, but yeah, we'll move your squadron over here. I think that's enough tonnage. Yeah, that's more than enough tonnage. And we'll move you guys down here to act as the blockading force to prevent Russian and Soviet vessels from being able to easily get in. Yeah, our naval squadrons are dispatched throughout the Mediterranean. Basically, we have the Mediterranean on full-on lockdown now, while the Russians try to move their shit. Yeah, they managed to get quite a bit of shit into the Black Sea before we were able to get in there. Yeah, when the French offer up terms of surrender again, we're definitely going to be taking it, because I didn't plan on going to war with the Soviet Union, but the Soviet Union decided to fuck with my allies, so we're going to war with the Soviet Union. We'll agree to a peace treaty with the French. Oh, hey! You guys actually dispatched quite a bit. These are all Russian-built, by the way, because the Russians are allied with the Ottoman Empire in this reality. Anyway, this will probably be our last battle of the night. Even though we've only had 2 actual, genuine battles. And every other battle has just been basically us poking transport ships that were just laying around not doing shit. I forgot this squadron only consisted of a couple of battle cruisers. This will definitely be a large-ass battle, that's for sure. Yeah. So, in terms of heavy cruisers, they only have 7. We have 5. They have 3 light cruisers to our 5, 2 destroyers to our 17. I may have overkilled it on the destroyers, just a slight smidge. By the way, guys, safety those torpedoes, please. You guys turn this way. I need you not to immediately take the entire Navy in. By the way, a nighttime battle. We don't get these too often. Anyway, this will be a good test of the new Phoenix-class battle and her mighty 10-inch guns. You guys smoke. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but go into a retreat, please. I have no idea what the fuck is going on over here anymore. There is a brawl going on over here, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. You guys need to start engaging with those heavy cruisers. Because they have more than enough firepower to damage them. Yeah, this is usually why I don't let the ships just screen. Because then this shit happens. It all just devolves into a fucking mess. Boy, this would look a lot prettier if it wasn't staggering so much. What's the range on your guys' torpedoes? Jesus Christ, 22 kilometers. I forgot these Phoenixes had torpedoes. Yeah, they got 2 launchers, one in the front, one in the back, on both sides. Forgot about that. They can shoot them from far ass away. Yeah, we lost a lot of our new shit. I'm not too happy about that. Alright, let's see here. Heavy cruisers, you're fine. Everyone else, start running a retreat. You guys, refocus on those goddamn heavy cruisers. Oh, you're getting way too close for comfort. I'm not happy we're gonna lose the namesake of the Maverick class to this. This is definitely not a battle that should have gone down like this. I was surprised the Ottomans even had this much of a navy left. Things aren't great because of the nighttime weather conditions. Don't know what the Phoenix is doing all the way back there, but I'd rather she not run into a torpedo. Oh, you're an Alina class. Yeah, this battle should not have gone the way it went. On the set, the Maverick was lost. We're about to lose some more ships of fairly irreplaceable quality. And they still have quite a few ships still floating. And this isn't even the Russian fleet. This is just ships that they built for the Ottoman Empire. They're still in active service. Thing is, I've got to stop these ships from getting away. If these ships get away, that's just going to be, well, A, more annoying, and B, a lot of these ships that I've lost here were needed in order to counteract the effect of them having these ships in port. So, destroying them is kind of our only option. Your 2.9s are useless at hitting that, so secondaries just start pounding that ship there. You have a shit ton of those secondaries, might as well use them. You guys are pretty much on your own over here, so I'm just gonna let you guys fire off torpedoes. Oh, more heavy cruisers. I forgot they had 7 of these damn things. Go back to saving on those torpedoes. You might need them for later. You guys, turn your heavy cruiser line around. I need you over here to help with what's going on over here. I have no idea what the fuck you guys are doing. You're supposed to be engaging that target over there. Your secondaries are meant to be engaging that target. There we go. Plot pursuit course. You boys I need over here to help out with the situation that is developing. These guys are caught, they're being shot at on 2 sides. Alright, get those torpedoes out. Damn it, we lost a tie roll. At the very least, 2 of our torpedoes managed to strike home. Torpedoes into the water. That was a massive explosion. Shit, torpedoes! Damn, how close is she? She is point blank. Get the fuck out of there. These two somehow managed to let the other ships get away. That's what I get for trying to be lazy. Lost many irreplaceable ships. Lost Trents, lost Salinas, lost Dragons, I think. I lost a lot of ship. You guys managed to reacquire your fucking target? I don't want to see that ship anymore. Yeah, the Ottoman Empire is definitely bloodied our nose after this battle. This entire naval squadron is basically no longer of it usable. We lost the majority of the ships in it, and it suffered massive damage. To be fair, that won't really matter much against the Russians. There aren't many Russian ships left. But still, it is an annoyance. You know what, just give them some torpedoes. Why not? If you think you can hit them with torpedoes, be my guest. You got the launchers, so might as well make an attempt on it. I'm surprised those torpedo launchers even aim me the way they're placed. Damn, you're only down to 10 rounds. Your main guns. Okay, now you're just out of ammo. Right, I'm gonna have to let that one get away. This guy needs our help. Oh wait, are we out of ammo? We've expended all of our 10-inch on here, and 10-inch on here is still there, but not much. Yeah, this is not a good one for us. We lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We lost 7 Trents, 1 Trool. We lost the Maverick and the Tremor, which was a Delta class. We lost basically all of the heavy cruisers. We still won, but that was basically the entirety of that naval squadron. that battle had gone on any longer, we would have basically lost everything. I assume we no longer have enough tonnage to be able to capture this. Could you guys just get the fuck over there, like, sooner rather than later? Move these two ships to immediately go and reinforce the guys over here, because they just lost basically all of their heavy cruisers, so they're going to need new heavy cruiser support. That was not a great first outing of the Phoenix class. 1937, very recent in design, and managed to fail. Quite bad. To be fair, they weren't great conditions, but still, the fact that it failed that bad was not good. Was not good. We have the Vulcan and the Taurus on production order, but with how many destroyers we just lost, I'm going to have to order up some more rules. We lost like 7 destroyers, I think. Order up 7 new ones. That'll at least refit our destroyer losses. As for heavy cruisers, we did lose quite a few of those. And we also lost the namesake of the Maverick. And a few other light cruisers. All of you guys are going to be built in Pula. And then assigned out later. How much shipbuilding room do we have left? We have a little bit. Ship designs. We may have to go with the Chep Heavies. Because I just need some heavy cruisers to fill out the ones that were destroyed. Let's see. Confirmed 4 destroyed. And in honor of our past heavy cruisers, the Nalina 2. We're just gonna... There we go. I spelled it wrong. Anyway, there we go. The Nalina 2, the Maverick 2. And I don't think there's any other ship classes that have lost their namesakes. Other than, I think maybe... Let me look. Let's see, the Absols still have the Absol type. The Birch still floats, the Vrac still floats, the Dacron still floats, the Pudding still floats. Does the Valac no longer float? Oh yeah, the Valac got sunk a while ago. The Valac 2 and I think the original Trent was sunk too. But Drool was also sunk. So in honor of some of our past heroes and Maverick that died in his first combat engagement, we've named these 4 heavy cruisers after them. Are they good heavy cruisers? Not necessarily. They're equipped with some fairly modern equipment, so they're not bad. They're just really lightly tonnaged. Move some of this shit around. And plop down a save. Well, the almost complete destruction of this naval squadron was not what I thought would happen today. We will dispatch you guys, actually, to come down here and assist with the naval invasion, because now they're no longer large enough strength in order to do it. So, plop down another save. How's that invasion going? Oh, yep, Poland ain't gonna last much longer. Unfortunate. What was I building for Poland? Whole lot of stuff, actually. Well, since we already know that Poland isn't gonna last much longer, we're just gonna cancel all of their sales. Basically, anything that Poland was gonna get is going straight into our navy now. Because it's gonna... I gotta put it somewhere, and I am not putting it in the hands of the Russians. Because they're already gonna get, for free, 2 battleships, 1 battlecruiser, 4 heavy cruisers, and 7 destroyers. That's gonna give them quite the bump in warships. Dropping our save, because I've got... I'm bad at dropping a save and then ending shit. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Hopefully the stuff for MechWarrior gets updated soon, so that way then I'm able to do that. Don't forget to check out the Discord if you want to stay up to date with shit, or if you want to chat with me off stream or know when I'm going live. Don't forget to check out the Blue Sky to have another way of knowing when I go live, and don't forget to check out the YouTube channel where I upload all streams Monday through Friday through Monday, same time every week. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope to see you all next time. Let me find someone to read you all off to real quick. Who is there? Let's see if this bean has their rating turned on or off. We shall find out in a moment. It is not off. All right. Once again, hope you all enjoyed. Hope to see you all next time, and hope you enjoy the person I'm sending you all off to. Goodbye, everyone. Good night, and good luck. Hopefully our campaign in here doesn't jump off a deep end too soon after that incident. Ottomans went and reminded me that not having big ships is good, but your smaller ships are also very important, and not to just straight up sacrifice them.